here.
Making his way to the ring, 385 pounds.
Byron, I'm not going to ask you this question because you're not... And we're off with what has the makings of a potentially very ugly handicap match.
And with a handicap match like this, things are bound to get out of hand.
To the outside, which will start the referee's count. Here we go, back inside the ring. There are certain superstars who are synonymous with handicap matches. Of course, there's Andre the Giant, and more recently, Braun Strowman. But I don't think I've ever seen anybody in more handicap matches than Big Show, guys. And now he knows what getting tossed feels like. It's not fun. Ooh!
I couldn't agree with you more about what you were saying earlier, Michael. It seems like Big Show has been in dozens, if not hundreds of handicap matches. And believe it or not, let's say he won the majority of them.
Yeah, but I can tell you one he didn't win. How about on SmackDown back in July of 2008 when he was forced to take on MVP, Vladimir Kozlov, Shelton Benjamin, and the Great Khali? So I don't know if there's a man alive who could have turned back that force.
Hey guys, remember when Shane McMahon competed against the supposed Legion of Doom in a handicap match back in 1999? What a joke that was. He told everybody he'd go up against Hawk and Animal. Instead, what we got were a couple of LOD imposters.
Load over, into it. I remember that Shane McMahon's handicap match you were mentioning earlier very well, Byron, and those imposters posing as Hawk and Animal, the Legion of Doom, were none other than Pat Patterson and Gerald Briscoe. Or should I call them the Stooges?
No, you shouldn't call them the Stooges. Have a little respect, Cole. We're talking about two Hall of Famers here.
Beautiful arm drag.
I always loved a good handicap match growing up, especially when you'd see Andre the Giant go up against 2 or 3 jabronis. Despite being outmanned, you always knew Andre would walk away with the win. That's a great example of teamwork right there.
He may have discovered his favorite move. His chest may be black and blue after this. Andre the Giant really was the king of the handicap match, as Corey was saying earlier. And he also made quite a name for himself competing in battle royals, as you would suspect, seeing as he's well over 500 pounds. Here, I can't believe it. He just kicked out.
Too soon.
He wants to do this in the ring.
We've seen some pretty lopsided handicap matches over the years. And one that stands out in my mind, well, it might just be the 2010 encounter that saw John Cena take on 6 members of the Nexus.
That 6-on-1 match Byron brought up earlier actually could have even been more lopsided. If you remember, it was originally supposed to be 7-on-1, but John Cena was able to take Darren Young out of the equation when he injured him the week prior.
Well, you know what? He should have kept taking Nexus members out, because even without Darren Young, the Nexus was able to accomplish their goal that night, defeat John Cena.
That's a brutal way to have to land on the canvas. Oh, guys, there's the mat slam.
With some attitude.
The frequency of this move is becoming deliberate at this point, to say the least. punishing attack on the body.
Elias got blasted there.
Wow, I thought he was a goner.
Just go for the finisher already. I don't understand the delay. The object is to win the match, isn't it? Come on, let's go.
And now he goes for it a second time. He looks absolutely exhausted. Things are looking dire for Buzz.
Oh, my.
All but over.
I'm not sure he has much left. If by some miracle he goes on to win this match, we'll be talking about this comeback for generations to come.
As Corey continues to criticize the action in the ring, allow me to take the other side of the argument. The last thing any superstar wants to do is go for the finisher prematurely. No good can come of that.
Yeah, you really want to wait for the exact right time. If you go...
Elias setting it up.
Oh, boy.
Well, Elias just brought the WWE Universe to its feet.
A lot can go wrong in a match like this, guys. In fact, I'll be surprised if we don't see a major injury occur here tonight.
Buzz with the easy kick out.
Teamwork at its best.
To Corey's point, handicap matches are an incredibly dangerous atmosphere, and being outmanned in any way, whether it's by one, two, or even more competitors, can result in serious injury.
Or in the case of Braun Strowman, you can be outmanned and still somehow be the one delivering the injuries. I mean, he is absolutely unbelievable.
Oh, and a snap there. That'll give you whiplash.
Oh, boy, he is rolling.
Typical Bo Dallas here. If he only knew what we all really thought of him. Look at Bo Dallas. That was the Bo Dazzler.
That's what he was looking for, Michael.
We may very well be seeing the finisher here very shortly, guys, and when that happens, you can bet this one's going to be over.
Don't you dare get up, man.
Look out, there he goes.
Knocked right off his feet.
What does Buzz have in store?
We're about to find
Oh,
out.
he's going to do it.
He hits it. Buzz brings everyone to their feet.
What a comeback.
I'm with Corey. I suspect the finisher is on the horizon. Given how impactful that move has been as of late, I'd say there's almost no coming back from it.
You're right, Michael. It seems like that finisher has become more and more impactful with...
Bo Dallas is calling for it. Bo Dallas is in position. There are certain superstars who are synonymous.
To bed! Just when you thought he had nothing left.
Bo Dallas looking for the pin. Bo Dallas did it. Handicap action underway here, guys.
Guys, unless there's some sort of minor miracle that takes place here, we're about to witness a complete massacre.
Throughout his time in WWE, Elias has demonstrated an ability to defeat up-and-comers and veterans alike. Sometimes with a sixth string on their back.
Look, there's no doubting Elias' ability inside the ring. I just wish he'd take up something like making model airplanes instead of live musical performances, if those qualify as such. In the hard way.
Looks like he's pinpointing the back.
This is not the place where you want to underestimate your competition.
Absolutely not.
Hey guys, remember when Shane McMahon competed against the supposed Legion of Doom in a handicap match back in 1999? What a joke that was. He told everybody he'd go up against Hawk and Animal. Instead, what we got were a couple of LOD imposters.
Oh, what a DDT! Wow.
Right to the kidneys from behind.
He looks a bit off his game here. I remember that Shane McMahon's handicap match you were mentioning earlier very well, Byron, and those imposters posing as Hawk and Animal, the Legion of Doom, were none other than Pat Patterson and Gerald Briscoe. Or should I call them the Stooges?
No, you shouldn't call them the Stooges. Have a little respect, Cole. We're talking about two Hall of Famers here.
We've seen some pretty lopsided handicap matches over the years, and one that stands out in my mind, well, it might just be the 2010 encounter that saw John Cena take on 6 members of the Nexus.
Oh, right to the throat. Great move.
That 6-on-1 match Byron brought up earlier actually could have even been more lopsided. If you remember, it was originally supposed to be 7. Into the quick cover. Buzz with the easy kick out.
It could take more than that.
Stops it with a DDT. He's not in a good spot here, guys.
He simply needs to find a way to regroup.
A bone-crunching backbreaker. Counter here. Elias definitely starting to crack here.
At this point, you have to ask how much more he has to give here in this handicap match.
Listen to this crowd. They can see this handicap match is starting to slip away from him here.
But if you're counting him out now, you haven't been paying attention. He has more resolve than just about anybody on the roster.
A lot can go wrong in a match like this, guys. In fact, I'll be surprised if we don't see a major injury occur here tonight.
So much power behind that punch. That strike hit the spot. There's no way he could have avoided that blow. To Corey's point, handicap matches are an incredibly dangerous atmosphere, and being outmanned in any way, whether it's by 1, 2, or even more competitors, can result in serious injury.
Or in the case of Braun Strowman, you can be outmanned and still somehow be the one delivering the injuries. I mean, he is absolutely unbelievable.
Quick punch. Oh, what a knee lift. His elbow finds the mark.
He's looking very overwhelmed out there.
He's not going to go quietly.
No superstar worth his salt ever does.
Seems to me, guys, like we're just moments away from seeing the finisher, which could obviously put this match on ice. And he's taken off his feet. Knocked him right off his feet.
Yeah, no kidding.
What does Buzz have in store?
We're about to find out.
He's going to do it. The finisher could...
He ends it. Buzz brings everyone to their feet.
We may be looking at our winner here, guys.
He's in a bad way now.
And that one grounds him.
I didn't realize he had such a glass jaw.
What does Buzz have in store?
We're about to find out.
He's going to do it.
Can he follow up here?
Looking, shoulders down. 2, 3. Yes, takes it. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, with a huge handicap match.
And man, I never get tired of watching these guys compete.
dangerous spot for him to be in.
You got to figure out a way to get back in it, guys.
He's showing absolutely no pity now, guys.
I always loved a good handicap match growing up, especially when you'd see Andre the Giant go up against 2 or 3 jabronis. Despite being outmanned, you always knew Andre would walk away with the win.
Unleashing it for the second time now.
He's got to go for the cover. Andre the Giant really was the king of the handicap match, as Corey was saying earlier. And he also made quite a name for himself competing in battle royals, as you would suspect. Seeing as he's well over 500 pounds.
I think my favorite Andre the Giant Battle Royal moment came at WrestleMania 2 when he last eliminated both members of the Hart Foundation to walk away with the win. There was no getting him over that top rope that night, fellas.
The strikes have a little extra on them tonight.
Hey guys, remember when Shane McMahon competed against the supposed Legion of Doom in a handicap match back in 1999? What a joke that was. He told everybody he'd go up against Hawk and Animal. Instead, what we got were a couple of LOD imposters.
Now back to the ring. This is not how you want to see a matchup like this end.
And we're underway with this incredibly one-sided handicap match.
And given the odds here, I suspect this one will be quick and not so painless.
I think things are about to get turned upside down.
I think you are correct. Drop kick!
Great athleticism.
We've seen some pretty lopsided handicap matches over the years, and one that stands out in my mind, well, it might just be the 2010 encounter that saw John Cena take on 6 members of the Nexus.
That 6-on-1 match Byron brought up earlier actually could have even been more lopsided. If you remember, it was originally supposed to be 7-on-1, but John Cena was able to take Darren Young out of the equation when he injured him the week prior.
Well, you know what? He should have kept taking Nexus members out, because even without Darren Young, the Nexus was able to accomplish their goal that night: defeat John Cena.
Oh, the strength.
Don't you dare get up, man.
And he lands a savage elbow.
He's not looking like himself here. He looks incredibly motivated, though. Don't expect him to be down for long.
He may very well find himself on the wrong end of this decision if he doesn't come up with something quickly. A lot can go wrong in a match like this, guys. In fact, I'll be surprised if we don't see a major injury occur here tonight.
Incredible power.
Wow, what a vertical suplex. To Corey's point, handicap matches are an incredibly dangerous atmosphere, and being outmanned in any way, whether it's by 1, 2, or even more competitors, can result in serious injury.
Or in the case of Braun Strowman, you can be outmanned and still somehow be the one delivering the injuries. I mean, he is absolutely unbelievable.
Uh-oh, he's in trouble here.
He wants no part of this.
And we're back to this form of attack.
In WWE, there's as much chaos outside the ring as there is inside the ring.
Try working with Saxton at ringside.
That's a great example of teamwork right there. I always loved a good handicap match growing up, especially when you'd see Andre the Giant go up against 2 or 3 jabronis. Despite being outmanned, you always knew Andre would walk away with the win.
Here it comes. He's got him.
He doesn't look too eager to get up, and I don't blame him.
Bad move there.
I don't know what made him think that was a good idea.
Andre the Giant really was the king of the handicap match, as Corey was saying earlier. And he also made quite a name for himself competing in battle royals, as you would suspect, seeing as he's well over 500 pounds.
I think my favorite Andre the Giant Battle Royal moment came at WrestleMania 2 when he last eliminated both members of the Hart Foundation to walk away with the win. There was no getting him over that top rope that night, fellas.
And it's Elias floundering some. There are certain superstars who are synonymous with handicap matches. Of course, there's Andre the Giant, and more recently, Braun Strowman.
Lariat takes him down in a major way, too. Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy. I couldn't agree with you more about what you were saying earlier, Michael.
What does Buzz have in store?
We're about to find out.
He's going to do it!
He hits it. Buzz brings everyone to their feet.
He's in complete control now.
Oh, man, Curtis Axel is in trouble now.
What does Buzz have in store?
We're about to find out.
He's going to do it!
He hits it. Buzz brings everyone to their feet.
But he's got to capitalize now.
Stiff headbutt.
Seems to me, guys, like we're just moments away from seeing the finisher, which could obviously put this match on ice. And he kicks out.
Hey, I guess you never know.
The finisher could absolutely end this match, Michael, as you were saying, but it's not a guarantee. Sometimes it takes 2 or even 3 to get the job done, and even then, it's not a sure bet, a la Randy Savage versus the Ultimate Warrior at WrestleMania 7.
This is my favorite match of all time. Randy Savage landed an amazing 5 top rope elbow drops, but was still unable to put Warrior away.
What does Buzz have in store?
We're about to find out.
He's going to do it!
He hits it. Buzz brings everyone to their feet.
But is it enough to end it? We've seen some pretty lopsided handicap matches over the years. And one that stands out in my mind, well, it might just be the 2010 encounter that saw John Cena take on 6 members of the Nexus.
That'll knock the air right out of you. There he goes again. That 6-on-1 match Byron brought up earlier actually could have even been more lopsided. If you remember, it was originally supposed to be 7-on-1, but John Cena was able to take Darren Young out of the equation when he injured him the week prior.
Well, you know what?
He's got him covered. And Wilder pops the shoulder up.
Too soon.
Truly spectacular. There are certain superstars who are synonymous with handicap matches. Of course, there's Andre the Giant, and more recently, Braun Strowman. But I don't think I've ever seen anybody in more handicap matches than Big Show, guys.
Looks like he's pinpointing the back.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
When this guy's on, look out.
Flatliner.
I couldn't agree with you more about what you were saying earlier, Michael. It seems like Big Show has been in dozens, if not hundreds, of handicap matches. And believe it or not...
And it's Elias making a move.
Boom, right across the small of the back.
Great job escaping, trying to turn this thing around.
Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy.
We may very well be seeing the finisher here very shortly, guys, and when that happens, you can bet this one's gonna be over.
Shockwave sent down the spine.
I'm with Corey. I suspect the finisher is on the horizon, and given how impactful that move has been as of late, I'd say there's almost no coming back from it.
You're right, Michael. It seems like that finisher has become more and more impactful with each passing week, if that's even possible. You better stay right where he is.
Oh, he goes. The blatant disregard for the referee's authority gets this one thrown out.
This is it. Handicap action is underway. Wow.
And this is one of those matches where it's hard to believe we get paid for this. Well, actually, hard to believe Saxton gets paid for anything.
Throughout his time in WWE, Elias has demonstrated an ability to defeat up-and-comers and veterans alike, sometimes with a sixth string on their back.
Look, there's no doubting Elias' ability inside the ring. I just wish he'd take up something like making model airplanes instead of live musical performances, if those qualify as such.
What a headbutt.
Vicious.
Oh my, watch out. That was power on top of more power. What a slam.
A lot can go wrong in a match like this, guys. In fact, I'll be surprised if we don't see a major injury occur here tonight.
Oof, good punch. Nasty. He's not going to like this. To Corey's point, handicap matches are an incredibly dangerous atmosphere, and being outmanned in any way, whether it's by one, two, or even more competitors, can result in serious injury.
Or in the case of Braun Strowman, you can be outmanned and still somehow be the one delivering the injuries. I mean, he is absolutely unbelievable.
Bad spot for him to be in here, guys.
He's got to do something to get back in this thing.
I always loved a good handicap match growing up, especially when you'd see Andre the Giant go up against 2 or 3 jabronis. Despite being outmanned, you always knew Andre would walk away with the win.
Andre the Giant really was the king of the handicap match, as Corey was saying earlier. And he also made quite a name for himself competing in battle royals, as you would suspect. Seeing as He's well over 500 pounds.
I think my favorite Andre the Giant Battle Royal moment came at WrestleMania 2 when there was no...
How'd he do that?
I don't know, Michael, but good thing. I don't think he could have taken much more of that.
Big time hammer fist.
Hey guys, remember when Shane McMahon competed against the supposed Legion of Doom in a handicap match back in 1999? What a joke that was. He told everybody he'd go up against Hawk and Animal. Instead, what we got were a couple of LOD imposters.
Lands a quick punch.
Whoa, Elias able to avoid damage. Nice, Elias got out of there in the nick of time.
I remember that Shane McMahon's handicap match you were mentioning earlier very well, Byron, and those imposters posing as Hawk and Animal, the Legion of Doom, were none other than Pat Patterson and Gerald Briscoe. Or should I call them the Stooges?
No, you shouldn't call them the Stooges. Have a little respect, Cole. We're talking about two Hall of Famers here.
He's making a statement here with this attack.
Teamwork at its best.
A lot can go wrong in a match like this, guys. In fact, I'll be surprised if we don't see a major injury occur here tonight.
Standing drop kick.
Great ups.
He goes for the cover. To Corey's point, handicap matches an incredibly dangerous atmosphere, and being outmanned. What a win for Curtis Axel. Here we go as we kick things off in this handicap match.
I think it's pretty safe to say that this one might get a little ugly, guys.
Big time hammer fist.
Hey guys, remember when Shane McMahon competed against the supposed Legion of Doom in a handicap match back in 1999? What a joke that was. He told everybody he'd go up against Hawk and Animal. Instead, what we got were a couple of LOD imposters.
Oh, what agility. The armbar is locked in.
I remember that Shane McMahon's handicap match you were mentioning earlier very well, Byron, and those imposters posing as Hawk and Animal, the Legion of Doom, were none other than Pat Patterson and Gerald Briscoe. Or should I call them the Stooges?
No, you shouldn't call them the Stooges. Have a little respect, Cole. We're talking about two Hall of Famers here.
Second time we're seeing this here. Oh my goodness, crushing it!
I always loved a good handicap match growing up, especially when you'd see Andre the Giant go up against 2 or 3 jabronis. Despite being outmanned, you always knew Andre would walk away with the win.
And he breaks free.
Just when you thought he was out of this one.
Andre the Giant really was the king of the handicap match, as Corey was saying earlier. And he also made quite a name for himself competing in battle royals, as you would suspect. Seeing as he's well over 500 pounds.
I think my favorite Andre the Giant Battle Royal moment came at WrestleMania 2 when he last eliminated both members of the Hart Foundation to walk away with the win. There was no getting him over that top rope that night, fellas.
just go for the finisher already? I don't understand the delay. The object is to win the match, isn't it? Come on, let's go.
Corey continues to criticize the action in the ring. Allow me to take the other side of the argument. The last thing any superstar wants to do is go for the finisher prematurely. No good can come of that.
Yeah, you really want to wait for the exact right time. If you go for it and miss, that could be the momentum shift your opponent has been waiting for.
Oh, and he lands right on the small of his back. Wow, what a sequence.
Yeah, that was amazing.
There are certain superstars who are synonymous with handicap matches. Of course, there's...
Oh, no. Curtis Axel looking to finish it.
Oh, incredible.
But he's running on fumes here. Does he have enough left in him to capitalize?
The quickness of that move is absolutely unreal.
Oh, goodness.
Jam your leg in a bad way.
Elbow drop. Curtis Axel is in position.
I couldn't agree with you more about what you were saying earlier, Mike.
Counter here.
Oh, Buzz just barely got out of the way.
And that one grounds him.
I didn't realize he had such a glass jaw.
Look out! We might be in the beginning stages of an assault.
Oh, yeah.
You got to think about using the finisher here pretty soon, I would think. Just pick up the win and move on. There's no need to keep this thing going longer than necessary.
What does Buzz have in store?
We're about to find out.
Oh, he's going to do it!
Clearly on a mission here.
That might have done it, Cole.
Uh-oh, this might be the end of Elias tonight.
And maybe not. What does Buzz have in store?
We're about to find out.
He's going to do it!
Good point by Buzz. That's going being driven straight down to the canvas. What power.
Can he finish him off here?
Elias definitely in a tough spot now.
He came into this match looking for a fight, and it looks like he found one.
It's going to be hard for him to win this handicap match if he doesn't somehow find a way to fend off some of this punishment he's taking.
This is one of the more evenly matched contests we've seen in quite some time. From the looks of things, it could really go either way. We've seen some pretty lopsided handicap matches over the years, and one that stands out in my mind, well, it might just be the 2010 encounter that saw John Cena take on 6 members of the Nexus.
Ooh, that hurt. A sharp one right to the cheekbone.
That 6-on-1 match Byron brought up earlier actually could have even been more lopsided. If you remember, it was originally supposed to be 7-on-1, but John Cena was able to take Darren Young out of the equation when he injured him the week prior.
Well, you know what? He should have kept taking Nexus members out, because even without Darren Young, the Nexus was able to accomplish their goal that night, defeat John Cena.
Got him good with the punch.
This thing is getting more chaotic by the moment.
Uh-oh. The Miz gives Elias his guitar.
Buzz gains control of it.
And he nails him with the guitar.
That'll do it.
Here's the cover. Does he have him here? There's 1. There's 2. They got him.
What an incredible victory.
Buzz somehow overcomes the odds.
Somehow, he cheated.
Buzz is here on Raw to continue his quest for the Miz's Intercontinental Championship.
Don't think I haven't noticed the impact you've made on Raw already. In fact, if you can beat Bo Dallas tonight, I don't care what Miz says. You've earned a shot at his Intercontinental title. And speaking of looking out for you, if Miz attacks you during the match, you'll still get your title shot. Wait, who says I'm not a good GM?
Keep an eye out for a receipt coming your way. For the broken guitar, if you get my drift.
Even if somehow you get past me tonight, you don't have what it takes to be Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah, I think you need to actually have visited another continent to be Intercontinental Champion.
We're A-listers. We visit different continents just to go to movie premiere or the hottest new club.
Florida's not a continent, right?
No, I don't think so.
But it's surrounded by water. I thought that's what made something a continent.
No, you're thinking of an isthmus. Hey, you know what? It's none of your business what continents we visited. All I care about is embarrassing you tonight.
I really hope you win tonight and get your title match with The Miz. I'm so sick of him and Maurice running their mouths. You'll be the first active superstar to be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame if you can pull that off.
Now don't go anywhere. We have a classic coming up. We have one of the best talents on the roster to date against Bo Dallas. The Indie Invader is here. It's Buzz.
Making his way to the ring from Montgomery, Alabama, weighing in at 385 pounds, The Kid, Wwe Boy.
Every superstar has a goal in WWE, and Buzz told me he's aiming high with his. He wants to have a career that one day is recognized with a spot in the WWE Hall of Fame.
It's way too premature to start that discussion, but his career is definitely trending in the right direction for that to at least be possible. What's at stake here? If Buzz can defeat Bo Dallas, he'll earn a shot at Miz's Intercontinental Championship.
And keep in mind, per Kurt Angle's decision, if The Miz interferes on Bo's behalf, Buzz will still get his title shot.
Why doesn't Angle just hand Buzz the Intercontinental title? I mean, he's giving him every possible advantage.
I believe the goal is to make sure it's a fair match without involvement from The Miz.
Well, after this match, you and Buzz might be Bo leaving otherwise.
Body press.
Don't you dare get up, man. He wants no part of this.
Look at this. He's going back to an old friend with that one. That'll slow Bo Dallas down a bit. He's still got plenty of gas left in his tank, though. I understand the idea of being relentless, but I think most would agree repeating a specific move is an unorthodox approach. He's looking a little wobbly here, guys.
Michael, his legs look like they're about to give out on him.
Uh-oh, he's in trouble here.
Better stay right where he is. He'd be smart to stay put there.
He's got the shoulders down.
Watch out!
Running bulldog. Absolutely flattened him.
He's starting to stagger a bit. Don't be surprised if he shrugs it off and comes back more motivated than ever.
Got the reversal. At this point, you think he'd have that move well scouted.
Bo Dallas isn't being shy, that's for sure.
On, he dodges out of the way. Not so fast. Back in the ring again. Dropped by a clothesline. And a thunderous crash. He's on his heels. He's always up for a challenge, and tonight is no different.
He's really starting to look fatigued here, guy.
Bo Dallas is going to finish this one early.
Buzz with the easy kick out.
Remarkable. Oh boy, he is rolling.
Lightning fast reflexes. A spectacular DDT drops him. This could be dangerous.
Bo Dallas was just a step behind there, guys.
He's got a boatload of energy. See if it lasts.
He's fighting back here.
I expected nothing less, Cole.
Look out, there's the boot.
What is it that Bo Dallas is looking to do to change his look at this point? He'll need to find a way to turn things around here.
That confidence he had on his face at the start of this match sure has disappeared, and with good reason. He's taken quite a beating.
Don't write him off just yet, guys. From what I see, these guys are pretty evenly matched at this point. Looking for an opening for that finisher, it seems, and that's a smart move. Just hit the finisher, get the win, and get out of there.
Clothesline to the back of the neck. Here it comes. He's got him. What does Buzz have in store? We're about to find out.
He's going to do it.
Oh, I think this man means business.
But he's got a cap. This might be it.
Cover.
One.
Hooks the leg. Kicked out at 2.5.
I thought he had him.
Wait, what's Miz doing? What the heck?
Why would Miz punch Bo Dallas?
Wait a minute.
The Miz is a genius. Since he hit Bo, Buzz got disqualified and doesn't get an Intercontinental title shot.
The Miz found a way around Kurt Angle's stipulation. I guess you have to give him credit for that.
Buzz is obviously upset about how all this transpired.
Tough night for Bo Dallas.
He'll be fine. And besides, he won the match.
I'd hardly call that a victory.
Yet again, The Miz finds a loophole to avoid defending the title.
I know. I'm just as frustrated as you are.
So what are you gonna do about it?
I'd like to give you your title shot anyway. But unfortunately, I just got off the phone with Triple H. And he said that since Bo Dallas technically won, you don't get to face The Miz.
Triple H can just overrule you like that?
Unfortunately, when push comes to shove, he can. And I'm not surprised that he did, given your history with him.
All right, well, if Miz and Triple H are refusing to give me an opportunity, then maybe I need to make my own.
Opportunity?
No. Title. I know a guy who can help me out.
You do whatever you think you need to do.
Hey, Cole. I need a favor. It's short notice, but you did such a good job making the titles for BCW that I wanted to see if you could make me a custom title for me to use on Monday Night Raw. Fine. I promise to call you more often, not just when I need something. All right, I'll email you some design ideas, but one thing I do know is that my title will only be defended in Thanks, man. You're the best. Yes, I still have the lucky keychain you gave me. All right, I gotta run. Thanks.
It must really suck to think that you have everything going your way, only to have someone who's better looking, more famous, and more talented outsmart you in the end. Triple H has spoken. Thanks to me, you lost the match and your title shot. Are they bringing back...
Just so you know, I still would have beaten you tonight, even if Miz didn't accidentally hit me in the face.
Yeah, it was a total accident.
We're not
brainwashed.
Yeah, we have minds of our own. Stop doing that. You first.
No, you first.
Ugh. I can't believe what happened in your match with Bo Dallas. Somehow The Miz continues to find new ways to be the most annoying person on the planet. You're offering me a chance to make Miz and Maurice look like even bigger idiots? Yeah, I'm in.
I am The Miz! And this is my lovely wife, Maurice. Say something to the audience, Maurice. That was wonderful, honey. You truly bring so much to the table and are certainly not just window dressing whose sole purpose of being in WWE is to follow me around from town to town, ironing my weird Matrix cloak dress that I wear. When my hand goes up, your mouth goes shut. When my right foot goes in, your right foot goes out. When my right foot goes in, you shake it all about. You do the stupid Miz dance and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Because I'm The Miz and I'm awful.
Since apparently our GM either thinks this is funny, which is impossible, or is just not paying attention to his own show, I am this close to dialing 911 to report 2 counts of aggravated character assassination.
Whoa, Miz. Sasha and I were just having a little bit of fun out here. No need to go overboard. I mean, besides, you didn't even let me get to the best part. Other than showing everybody how big of a goof you are, the whole point of tonight was to debut my new singles title. You see, since you refused to give me an Intercontinental title shot, and then Triple H backed your little scheme with loser Bo Dallas, I was forced to make a title of my own.
You created your own title? Wow. What do you think this is? WWE 2K19? This is real life. It's not pretend time. You don't get to make up your titles. In fact, this is the most pathetic thing I've ever seen. And I've seen your matches on the indies.
You want to talk about pathetic? I think someone who refuses to defend their title, that's pathetic. Because even though this championship is brand new, it already holds more value than yours against anyone at any time.
All right, champ. I have someone you can defend your made-up title against. Someone who's still waiting for payback for a broken guitar.
Like I said, anyone at any time. But you didn't give me a chance to explain that my title has some special conditions for how it must be defended.
What do you mean? Like the matches can only be held in high school gyms? Or there can't be more than 200 people in attendance?
Not exactly. My title will only be defended in ladder matches.
We've been waiting a long time for this one. The championship is up for grabs right here, next.
We have one of our breakout talents against an imposing adversary.
There is nothing better than championship caliber matches.
Is about to start trending.
Introducing the champion, accompanied by Sasha Banks, from Montgomery, Alabama, weighing in at 385 pounds, he is the Action Champion, Jeremiah.
I can't believe Buzz just sprung this title match stipulation on Elias. It's completely unfair.
I actually think it's kind of nice to see Buzz pull one over on his opponents for a change.
I agree. We're so accustomed to seeing Buzz at a disadvantage. Finally tonight, he gets a match on his terms.
Oh, I thought broadcast journalists weren't supposed to be biased, but I guess I was wrong.
He wants no part of the outside. I can tell you guys that this arena sold out in record time, and a lot of that has to do with this match in the ring right now. This is easily one of the most anticipated title matches in recent memory.
Like you were saying, Michael, when news broke that this title match would take place here, I had dozens of people I know in and around the area calling and texting, just hoping I could get them tickets. That's how big this match is.
Isn't that cute? Your friends actually think you have enough pull around here to get them tickets. Poor people.
A lot of people are saying the champion has never looked better, but that doesn't mean we can't see an upset here tonight.
Boom, right across the small of the back.
As Byron was talking earlier about the champ being a heavy favorite here tonight, I couldn't help but think back to the night Santino Marella defeated Umaga for the Intercontinental Championship in 2007. I don't think there was a person alive who thought Santino had even a sliver of hope.
Yeah, including Santino himself. But hey, as the old saying goes, anything can happen in the WWE.
Mike stops it with a DDT. Oh my, a spectacular DDT drops him.
Oh, Buzz just barely got out of the way. Obviously a great opportunity here for the challenger who can't afford to make any mistakes here tonight. Not when you're in the ring with a champion as dominant as this one.
Uh-oh. Shot in the back. Got her! To follow up Byron's earlier point, the challenger has to remember just how rare championship opportunities truly are here in WWE. A loss here could result in a trip to the back of the line.
Don't worry, Cole. This isn't the challenger's first rodeo. Everybody knows exactly what's at stake here.
This is definitely where you want to be at this point in a ladder match. But beware, just because you're the only one in the ring doesn't mean you're guaranteed a victory. Just ask The Miz. Buzz wins and keeps the title around his waist.
Now let's take a look back at these guys in action.
here is your winner and still Action Champion, Jeremiah the Kid Rude Boy.
He looked very impressive.
You showed up a few weeks ago on my show acting like you owned the place. You insult me and my wife and then cut every corner possible by creating your own title. Not to mention forcing Elias to compete with a random stipulation he wasn't prepared for. Well, I am sick of it. You want your match? You got it. My legitimate, illustrious title versus your second-rate imaginary title. At Hell in the Cell, we're done playing make-believe because I'm going to show you what it's like to live in the real world.
Buzz has his match with The Miz, so what's Kurt Angle doing out here?
I'm glad you two are finally going to face off, one-on-one. That's right, Maurice, Elias, and the Miztourage will be banned from ringside. And since Buzz's title is on the line, the match will be held under his title stipulations, which means...
Oh, you gotta be kidding me!
It will be a ladder match.
Coming right up is a match that can change the course of an individual's career.
We have one of our breakout talents versus The Miz.
The following contest is a ladder match and is for the Action Championship.
That music can mean only one thing. Here we go. Buzz's title and the Intercontinental title are on the line tonight in a ladder match at WWE Hell in a Cell.
Buzz has everything to gain and nothing to lose. His made-up title is absolutely meaningless.
If that's true, then why did Miz issue the challenge?
Because, like most of us, he was tired of Buzz's antics and thought this would shut him up for once and for all. Little did he know that thanks to our wonderful GM, he'd have to compete under Buzz's ridiculous rules.
Well, none of this would have happened if Miz hadn't weaseled his way out of an Intercontinental title defense. Nonetheless, that's all history, and certainly more history will be made tonight. A big fight field inside this arena here tonight for this huge championship match. And so far, I'd say these competitors have brought their A games. Drops the elbow on him. And now he's standing it right up in the middle of the ring.
Right where it needs to be.
You're absolutely right, Michael. This arena is electric right now. And I think part of it is their desire to be part of history. I think they're all anticipating a title change here tonight.
Cool your jets, Saxton. Let's not go crowning a new champion just yet. There's still plenty of match to go here.
Running body press.
Boom, right across the small of the back.
Here we go. Everybody's on the outside. This is the exact moment this superstar has been waiting for.
All right. Action progressing. I guess
like Corey was saying, there's no better time to climb the ladder than when you're the only one in the ring. But as we've learned, that doesn't equate to automatic victory.
Especially at this point in the match, Michael. Climbing a ladder is not always the easiest thing, especially after you've had people pounding on you since the opening bell.
he's setting up the ladder now.
Looks like to me he's got it in the right spot, Michael. All right, don't blow this. It's not very often you stand alone in the ring with the ladder. Now just climb that bad boy and walk out of here with the win.
Going to the top here, guys.
Looking to finish it. Not
Corey, you make it sound so easy, but if we're being real, it doesn't matter how many people are in the ring. Climbing that ladder is no easy task.
And just when you think you're at the top and you're within inches of winning, you can bet one of your opponents will make you think otherwise. What do you think? They're not going to just sit there and let you win. I don't think so.
Breathtaking acrobatics on display here.
Oh, man, right to the arm.
Hyperextend your elbow.
Oh, Buzz just barely got out of the way.
There might be no getting up from that DDT.
Oh, boy, he is rolling. Call me crazy, but this might be one of those...
He's fighting back here.
I expected nothing less, Cole.
This is what makes him one of the best in the business.
Oh, Buzz just barely got out of the way.
He's just so dominant. You're not crazy, Byron. The champ certainly has an uphill battle here, and while it's rare, we have seen the challenger head into the match as the heavy favorite. Bruno Sammartino challenging Stan Stasiak in 1973 immediately comes to mind, as does Diesel squaring off against Bob Backlund in 1994.
Wait, did you really just say that Saxton is not crazy, Cole? Man, just when I started to think you might be all right, you go and say something ridiculous like that.
He's setting up the ladder now.
But can he get up there in time? That's the question. You got to wonder what he's thinking here, guys.
I don't know if he is thinking.
Look at this, guys. Things are looking good now. The only thing left to do is climb the ladder and leave here the winner.
This might end badly. Unleashing it for the second time now.
Your odds of winning absolutely increase when you're the only one in the ring. But just because you're so low doesn't mean you're going to...
Counter here.
Great effort, but he'd better save something for later in the match. Great job escaping, trying to turn this thing around.
Oh, Buzz just barely got out of the way.
The Miz with a nice reversal.
Oh, Buzz just barely got out of the way.
Guys, these superstars are literally putting their well-being on the line here in this ladder match. As we've seen in the past, there's a very real chance somebody leaves here seriously injured.
Got him up.
He's just so dominant.
He's looking to get up that ladder, guys.
It's a long way.
In addition to putting their well-being on the line, as Corey mentioned, these superstars are also putting their livelihood at risk. If any of these superstars were forced to miss time as a result of an injury here tonight, simply put, that's considerably less money going into their pockets.
Yeah, Sheamus knows that all too well, Michael. If you remember, he was forced to miss several months following a torn labrum suffered in the 2013 Money in the Bank All-Stars match. Let's just hope we don't see anything like that here tonight.
These gentlemen get after it. Here are the highlights.
That was just one of those matches that the men involved should just be proud to be a part of. A legendary performance. There's good, there's great, and then there's downright unbelievable WWE action. Ladies and gentlemen, you just got a taste of the unbelievable kind.
You're looking at the first ever superstar to simultaneously hold the Intercontinental title and, for lack of a better term, the Buzz title.
Yeah, his carry.
You did it! You finally shut up The Miz.
I don't know about that, but I did beat him and take his Intercontinental title.
That's good enough.
Thanks for helping me along the way. We make a pretty good team out there.
We did.
If you ever need someone to dress up in a ridiculous costume to send a message to one of your opponents, I'm your guy.
I'll remember that.
Hey, Sasha, you mind if I have a moment to talk business with the champ?
Yeah, no problem.
I was thinking about calling myself Champ Squared, actually, you know.
Yeah, about that. Not to put a damper on your big victory, but according to WWE regulations, you're only allowed to hold one singles title at a time. I could try to circumvent the rules and let you hold both, but Triple H would just force you to vacate one anyway.
You really know how to ruin a party.
I'm sorry. So which title would you like to keep? That had to be a tough decision. If it's any consolation, I'll give you the rest of the night to celebrate with both championships.
Thanks.